Good morning, everybody. It's March 27th, and this is video number 12. 12. It's Sunday morning, and yeah, I said March 27th. Um, just starting my day. It's Sunday morning. It's almost 10 o'clock. I've already had breakfast, doing some, was in the middle of watching a worship service, and still got a little meditation to do, um, and I've actually put together a whole lot more letters to go take out for my driving for dollars. Get dressed and get out there. And I need to get the rest of these out there. And the goal is to get at least 100 of these out a week. To have found at least 100, if not more. And two or 300 would be better, but start somewhere. Because according to one of my mentors, in the driving for dollars, you find 50, you should have two or three deals in it. So the other part is not just finding these, but then going ahead and skip tracing, getting the phone numbers, and calling them as well. So instead of just waiting for a reply back, but so I'm going out here and finding these, and um, oh, there it is. Sorry, my book with my addresses on it, and learning to upgrade a little bit, like putting on Google Maps. And when I get in front of a house, instead of having to write everything down, I can, you can pinpoint the address on it. So you put your finger on the house on the map, and it'll give you a little pinpoint, and you'll have those recorded. So coming back, I can go through my Google Maps, see everything I pinpointed, and then write it down. I'm going to probably write it down as I'm out there, but there'll be a few where I probably will have too much traffic. So this is the goal. This is the plan today. Um, we got all the I think Friday I told you I got all the paperwork done for the short sale, so that's good. That's on its way for that other deal. It's now to get the next one because I need to have another one in progress before that next one is it pays off. I'm still waiting on my so this is also to inspire you to show you like the troubles things I'm going through. Like the money's running out, and I'm still waiting for my tax money, which is I know it's coming, just not sure when. Um, they used to do that. These accountants, when you did your taxes, they used to loan you, basically give you a loan, and then they'd get the tax check. You'd sign it off, and it'd charge you like 5% or something, or 3%. They don't do that anymore. Otherwise, I'd have had that check 2.5 weeks ago. 3 weeks, 3 weeks ago, I would have had that. So we should be getting close because it's 3 weeks ago since it was accepted. So this that the first is on Friday, which is when my rent is due, and but I have a friend who's willing to loan me that money until and I. Here's what I believe is going to happen. As soon as they loan me the money and I pay for it, it's like a couple of days later that check will show up. And yeah, a few of my accounts are delinquent right now as I'm running out of money, but I still had to do this. I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to go back and get a job. I'm going to keep persevering at this because I have to do this. I was thinking about this, and as I told you, the best part of this is being able to be part of my recovery community here locally and my spiritual community here locally. And like yesterday, we had a sponsor breakfast, and I did the cooking for the hash browns. There's a bunch of us cooking together, but I did the potatoes. So I had hash browns, I had home fries, and I had my own little Jamaican flavor. I've got the onions and celery and salt and the different seasonings in there. And it was a big success, not because of me, but because of all of us. But being able to be part of that has been the thing that's really hurt me all these years as far as my personal recovery community and my spiritual community not being able to participate at the level I want to participate. Now I am. We have a convention coming up, and being able to be part of that convention is huge. And so, like, my sponsor's getting tickets because I was helping her out. She's buying my ticket. It's like, wow, thank you, God. But when my check comes, I'm also going to get a hotel room so that I can give back. So yeah, I will say I live in town, but the problem is so many people coming and going through a second. Uh, anyway, we're not getting the credit we should for the hotel rooms we booked, and it's going to cost us a lot of money as a recovery committee if we don't get enough rooms. So I'm going to book a room, which is convenient for me. I don't have any pets. My kid lives with her mom. I can stay there from Friday night to Sunday and participate in everything. I don't have to come all the way home and go all the way back. And once I park my car there, stay there, and be there the entire time, and you know, be able to, when I'm tired, just go to the room. But I'm going to open up my room to probably a handful of people. I'll get 2 keys, and make one person responsible for a key, and that they can let in whomever. But we're addicts, so I'll keep my wallet with me, stuff like that. You know, wallet and phone with me. But um, you know, yeah. So doing what I'm doing. Yes, there is money to be made. Yes, I do want lots. Yes, I'd like to. I intend to drive a really nice car, and my goal this year is that for my Christmas present to have bought my first house for myself. You know what I'm saying? Um, Probably my birthday present will be to upgrade on the vehicle, or maybe it should be the other way around. But I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train coming at me. I just have to persevere and stay, and then upgrade my activity, upgrade my understanding, upgrade my knowledge, and add some things. And I watch these guys. I'm constantly watching, going to YouTube University as we're watching these guys doing what I'm like the first part, which is wholesaling, and um, wholetailing, sub to, which is subject to the mortgage, and wraps. That's where my focus is, and the wraps have more to do with uh, long term residual. Wraps and sub twos give me long term residual income. You put enough those together, you don't have to do any. When you have enough money coming in, you can not go to work for a minute, or go to work at a higher pace and add more to it. But being able to show my kids how they can get this done early, they don't have to wait till they're in their 60s to be able to have their retirement account already set up, and the majority of what they can do it through their IRA, and let all that money go back into the IRA tax free. They can set it up that way, and have that building, so when they're ready, of course, in the IRA they can't touch it till they're 65. So that's a long term. But there are other instruments for being able to build tax free wealth, legally, ethically, morally, set up by the IRS, and to not take advantage of those is stupid. So anyway, this is where I am today, um, and I'm hoping that those of you who have a dream, no matter what your age is, but I am really in particular, I'm trying to inspire those who are 40 and over, because we're the ones who, because of our missteps, or having failed enough times, or having been told that we don't deserve it. Right here, this is the biggest minefield right here. The crap we have believed about ourselves that other people told us. I'm hoping to inspire you all in particular, because younger people, it's a little easier for them to their minds to be a little more elastic, and to stretch a little bit and accept new ideas. Those of us 40 and over, and I'm 62. The older we get, the more rigid we tend to be. And well, I've done that way my whole life. I'm gonna keep doing it that way, and that don't work. I tried. I tried this. My cousin's husband's boyfriend's sister's husband tried that one time, and it didn't work. Dude, really? Seriously. So if God's put something on your heart, you know, risk it all. Yes, you're gonna go through. I'm going through some hard times right now, but I know that this is what I'm supposed to do, and that's why I'm staying here. I'm gonna go through whatever I have to go through to get this. And as I do that, I realize I'm changing. I am changing, and it's exciting. I don't know who I'm going to be when I get there. And I know to a lot of you that sounds, who are you now? Who I am now is irrelevant. Who I am now is the best person I've ever been. I've come so far from where I was, from a raging addict, from a criminal, to now, basically upstanding, I hate using the term upstanding citizens of the United States, but actually I am, tax paying, although my goal is to be gainfully unemployable, meaning that I make too much money for them to be willing to give my time to somebody else for a dollar bill. And here's the thing, you decide what that amount is. $6,000 a month puts me right there. I make $6,000 a month. I'm gainfully unemployable because I never have to work for somebody else ever again. That's not rich, but that is wealthy. Because once you own your time, you're wealthy. It doesn't take a whole lot of money. For some of you, it's going to be $3,000 a month to get out of on your own, in your own business, something you're doing. And some of you, it's going to be 100,000. It doesn't matter what the number is, but once you get to that number, you've got your time. And now, how much more you get will tell you what you can do with that time. If you're only making $3,000 a month, you're not going to Disney World every year, unless you live somewhere where $3,000 a month is huge. I mean, if you're making 3,000 US and you live in the Philippines, yeah, you can go to Disney World every year. If you live in Nicaragua or Costa, yeah, you actually can go to Disney World every year. But here in the United States, which is where I reside, $3,000 a month gives you your freedom. You might, but I think at $10,000 a month, you have money you can set aside to reinvest in yourself, to put it to work for you. And the idea is to make your money work for you so you don't have to work for it anymore. And when you have enough coming in that you and your family can really go places together and reconnect and re-love and reaffirm each other, reconnect with the God of your understandings. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you need therapy. Maybe you need, some kind of help to bring that together. When you get the money out of the way, then you can do that. Anyway, I love you all. It's 11 minutes and change, and thank you for keeping me accountable. Your servant, Ed Ashley, out.